Agile friends, welcome back to Agile Unlocked. Please remember to subscribe so that you never miss a notification, and please give us a big thumbs up by hitting the like button. I'm Coach RL, and today we're cracking open the real story behind Scrum team roles. Now, if you're new to Agile, or maybe you're just trying to figure out where you fit in this whole Scrum thing, you're in the right place. We're starting with the Scrum Master, probably the most misunderstood role on the team, and honestly, the one I get asked about the most. So, what does a Scrum Master actually do? Well, think of the Scrum Master as the team's coach, but not in the blow the whistle and yell at people kind of way. It's more about guiding, supporting, and sometimes just getting out of the way so the team can do their best work. The Scrum Master is responsible for making sure the team understands Scrum principles, helps remove roadblocks, and bridges communication between the team and stakeholders. They're not the boss, and they're definitely not a project manager. Their job is to create an environment where the team can self-organize and deliver value. Now, let's talk about what it takes to become a Scrum Master. You'll hear a lot about certifications, CSM, CSP, PSM, and so on. The Certified Scrum Master, or CSM, is usually the entry point. It's a couple of days of training, an exam, and then you're off to the races. And this is important, a certificate doesn't make you a great Scrum Master. It's the hands-on experience, facilitating daily scrums, retrospectives, helping teams navigate conflict, that really builds your skills. If you're aiming for enterprise coaching or more advanced roles, you might look at the Certified Scrum Professional, or CSP, which takes a bit longer. Think a few years of experience plus more training. Let's get real about the numbers. According to national data, Scrum Masters in the U.S. average around $111,000 a year. But I've seen ranges from as low as $27K up to over $500K, depending on your industry, company, and location. Remote work? Oh, yeah, it's huge. The pandemic really accelerated that trend, and now a lot of Scrum Masters are working from home, coaching teams across time zones. And the job outlook, it's strong. Some reports say demand for Scrum Masters is expected to grow by nearly 50% in the next couple of years. I'll tell you, getting my CSM was a game changer. It opened doors to enterprise coaching gigs and let me work with teams all over the world. But like I said, the real growth came from being in the trenches, helping teams through tough sprints, learning how to facilitate, and honestly making a few mistakes along the way. That's where the magic happens. So if you're thinking about becoming a Scrum Master, focus on the people side as much as the process. Learn to listen, to coach, and to create space for your team to shine. Certifications are great, but it's your ability to help teams deliver value that'll set you apart. All right, let's shift gears and talk about the product owner. If the Scrum Master is the coach, the product owner is kind of like the team's GPS. They set the direction, decide what's most important, and make sure the team is building the right thing at the right time. Day to day, product owners are deep in the backlog, refining, prioritizing, and making sure every item is clear and valuable. They're constantly talking to stakeholders, gathering requirements, and translating those into actionable user stories for the team. It's a balancing act. Stakeholder needs on one side, team capacity on the other, and the customer's voice right in the middle. Now, if you're eyeing the product owner path, you'll want to look at certifications like the CSPO, Certified Scrum Product Owner, or the ICP APO. Training for these is usually a couple of days, but again, the real learning happens on the job. Product owners often come from business, marketing, or even engineering backgrounds, and career progression can take you from PO to product manager, or even to the boardroom if you play your cards right. Let's talk money and remote work. National averages put product owner salaries around $101,000, but I've seen numbers from 38K up to nearly 400K, depending on where you land. And just like Scrum Masters, remote product owner roles are on the rise. Companies are realizing that great product owners can work from anywhere as long as they're plugged into the team and stakeholders. Job growth, it's solid. Demand is expected to increase by at least 10% in the next couple of years as more organizations double down on Agile and need strong POs to drive value. I'll say this, being a product owner isn't for the faint of heart. You've got to be decisive, a great communicator, and comfortable saying no when needed. But if you love working at the intersection of business, technology, and customer needs, it's one of the most rewarding roles out there. Now, let's not forget the heartbeat of any Scrum team, the developers. And by developer, I don't just mean coders. In Scrum, the development team is anyone who's building the product, designers, testers, writers, you name it. Their main responsibility, delivering a potentially shippable increment every sprint. That means collaborating, self-organizing, and making decisions together. Daily stand-ups, sprint planning, retrospectives. Developers are in the thick of it, making sure the work gets done and the team keeps improving. The skills you need, well, obviously technical chops are a must, whether that's coding, UX, QA, or something else. But just as important are collaboration, communication, and a willingness to adapt. Scrum developers need to be comfortable with change, open to feedback, and ready to jump in wherever the team needs them. Training for developers can look a little different. Some go for the Certified Scrum Developer or CSD, but honestly, a lot of learning happens on the job, working side by side with your team. Salary-wise, developers on Scrum teams are doing well. The Bureau of Labor Statistics puts the average software developer salary at around $120,000, with plenty of room to grow. Remote work, it's become the norm for many teams, and developers are often leading the way in distributed Agile. And the job outlook, the BLS projects strong growth for software developers. So if you're looking for stability and opportunity, this is a great place to be. So whether you're a Scrum Master, product owner, or developer, every role is critical to the team's success. If you're thinking about where you fit, focus on your strengths. Do you love coaching and facilitation, setting direction and priorities, or building and delivering value? There's a place for you on a Scrum team. That's it for today's episode of Agile Unlocked. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, unlocking Agile is a journey, not a destination. Catch you next time.